or D. So if you would, reacquaint yourself with this question. The rate at which a rumor is spreading throughout a high school of 2,000 students is modeled by that differential equation. But if you remember in A, we manipulated that differential equation just a little bit and were able to answer A with 1,000. We could see that on two different levels. Like 1,000 students would be when the rumor is spreading the fastest. Part B says if P of 0 equals 5, solve for P as a function of T, and then I want you to graph P of T on your calculator. You have what?
Now we're going to solve them.
I thought you were referring to the Pop-Tart.
Oh, I have that too.
Pop-Tart too.
Sugar, you know.
Yeah.
I love sugar.
I love your healthy food illustration on your corrections.
Thank you.
It was well done.
I honestly thought I would just leave a little inspiration.
I was like, what is this? Oh, look, it's your sugary things called
I
health
drew a
food.
flower on there.
Yeah.
I put some nice lovely
Yes,
art on
it was better than just a few numbers and symbols. It had some
I
extra
figured you're bored of reading text corrections, so might as
not
well
bored, but
just have some art.
artistic flair. It's good.
I'll let your plug on.
You are welcome to go join any of the other people.
Come here.
There's an open seat by Aiden. There's an open seat by some books back there. You're welcome to it. I guess I should probably do attendance. So B says, P of 0 equals 5, solve for P as a function of T, and then we're supposed to graph it. So I would start off with the whole mice minus Katie thing, just to kind of get started. We could say P is equal to 2,000 is our carrying capacity, divided by 1 plus CE to the negative. And this is where I'm going to first start to adapt this. If you're really paying attention, like Justin was, you know exactly what K is, right? From what we did in A, we know that K is 6. So it'd be negative 6T. So we could just write that right away. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me. And so then, of course, now we need to find the C to help us complete this. What's going to help us find the C? The initial condition, which is? Right there, P of 0 equals 5. So we would say 5 is P and T is 0. So it would be 1 plus C, e to the 0 is 1. So I'll just write it as 1 plus C. If you want to write e to the 0, you can. Sir?
Quick question for B. So
Yeah.
we don't have to solve that as a differential equation?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not. So I'm not telling you to show separation of variables, show the steps leading to your answer. Now you can do that if you so choose, but here I would want you to just use mice minus Katie. Yeah. If you remember, the way that you would actually do this without kind of knowing the end result is you'd have to do partial fractions. So you could do it. It would just take you a lot more space than I gave you. So feel free to do if you want. Okay, so this would give me 5 plus 5C equals 2,000. So what is this? 1995 divided by 5, is that 399?
Yeah.
399. So C equals 399. Therefore, my complete solution is P equals 2,000 over 1 plus 399 e to the negative 6t. So far, I guess you can graph that, but so far so good. Questions? Any concerns about what we're doing? Okay. So if you graphed it, I mean, I know the general shape of the graph. It should look something like this, but I know I peeked over a couple of folks' shoulders, and it was more like that, right? It was really steep right in that heavy growth phase. So any ideas on why it would be so steep?
It's the K value.
The K is pretty big. The K is 6.
What would the units be on that K?
Great question. Let's think that over. So let's see here. I'm thinking it's probably going to be unitless, but let's figure it out. So dPdt would be people per hour equals 6p times 1 minus P over M. Okay. So 1 doesn't have any units. The P and the M would be people and people. So this right here would have no units. I guess it would just be
1 over hours.
per hour.
Per hour.
Yeah.
So just whatever per hour.
Something's getting multiplied by 6
Per hour.
per hour. Yeah. Because, yeah, P would be in people, so to get the units to work out, 6 would have to just be over hours. Yeah, interesting question. Okay, cool. Did anybody move on to C or D yet? Did? Okay, well, let's check it out then. So C says, use your answer from B to determine how many hours have passed when the rumor is spreading the fastest. Well, we already kind of half answered this in A, right? Because the number of people that have heard the rumor when it's spreading the fastest is 1,000. And so what we could do is just maybe sketch in a horizontal line right there at 1,000. This intersection point then would indicate that time, right, when the rumor is spreading the fastest. So I would just essentially set 1,000 equal to P of T from letter B. And we should be able to use the calculator to solve that, or some hardcore algebra, as you suggested. Anybody get an answer for this? T equals what?
0.998 hours. Basically 1 hour.
So just a little bit less than an hour. Do you guys agree with that number? Okay, so 0.998 hours for that time to get there to the fastest spreading time. And then D says use your answer from B to determine how many people have heard the rumor after 2 hours. So after 1 hour, we're up to 1,000. So you would expect that after 2 hours, we're over 1,000, right? So for D, we would do something like P of 2 hours equals, and it would be, 2,000 over 1 plus 399 e to the negative 12th. Throw that in the calculator. And did you guys get an answer? Did you guys get to this one?
1,995 people.
Holy cow. So you rounded a little bit there, right? Okay. So pretty amazing. So what does that mean? After 2 hours, how many people haven't heard the rumor? 5. So the 5 most unconnected people, probably be me. I guess I did hear about the little fight in the athletic building, but only 5 people after 2 hours theoretically would have heard the rumor.
For the rumor, could we do something other than the day after school?
So that's an interesting one, because that's probably not going to get anybody fired, but I think it would cause some angst, because people then wouldn't show up, and then we'd say, well,
What if we just say no homework for Halloween night?
no homework for Halloween night. Do you think people would repeat that? Yeah, people maybe.
And then
No, it
when it
seems-
comes to
it-
Halloween
it's-
day,
That's
Everyone
like they're gonna
wants
go
the
and
day
ask their
after
teacher. They're
Halloween
gonna go.
off,
We
though.
can't do something where they would go ask, like, is this true?
There's
Yeah.
we should get all the
petitions
teachers
to get
in on
the
it,
day
and
off
then on
Halloween.
Halloween they're like, hey, you guys have homework tonight.
Yeah, that might.
Because
I mean,
because
it's
if
not a bad
people
idea.
have like a person to ask,
They
But
could
there's-
confirm or
they
deny.
can confirm or
An
deny, and
actual
that's another.
petition online that 500 people have signed saying they want the day after Halloween off.
I have a test.
That's like almost after school.
That's like what?
Almost
After
half the
school.
school, that's already like signed.
So people have already done this?
Mhm.
For what?
To get the day after Halloween off.
Why?
So that they can
So then we can.
Oh, they can
enjoy their
stay out,
nights.
stay out late.
Yes.
Get sugar. That's what you're after.
Right.
More sugar. I see
I'm
right
trick-or-treating
through
with the
that. I
Jessen
get
family.
it.
I could not be looking more forward to that.
You look forward to what?
Trick-or-treating with the Jessen family.
Oh,
Like Dylan and his brothers and the little sister.
that would be entertaining.
I think that'd be a
We've
good
done it for, like, the last, like, 10
because
years.
I somebody
I wanna
somebody
take
texted me.
Nathan's
"She's
niece trick or
fishing, like,
treating. She's so cute.
That'd be
She's
good.
2, and
That'd
I
be
want to
good.
take her trick
Aw.
or treating.
That'd be kind of sick though.
Okay,
And he's gonna have another niece.
so I'm going to hand out a couple things to you guys. I created a little review sheet with some extra questions on logistic and Oilers, since for even the veterans, these were new. So I think there's 3 questions on logistic And there's a couple of questions on Euler's method for you to work on. I'm handing these to you now because I'm also going to hand you back your tests. And so I thought over the next little bit here, you'll have something certainly to occupy your mind and help you progress, either the review stuff, or we could be talking about things off of your tests.
Is this the rest of class?
Yeah, we'll just wrap up class with this.
Cool.
Yeah, so,
Cool.
about 25 minutes, I guess. Let's see here, no May. Yes, Aiden is here. Logan is also
This is the
here.
first test I got at
Good work, good work.
Oh my gosh, I forgot the plus C. How? Why?
Oh, you do well.
C,
Yeah.
Mr. Anderson, I didn't get her.
I'm so stupid.
Oh, sorry, I thought I put enough out.
Are you actually kidding?
The derivative one.
I tried that.
That was such a
I wrote-
stupid.
Yeah, so you multiply the inside by 3 and the outside by 1/3.
Hey, look, you make small mistakes again.
Oh.
Second? Yeah, 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 the
I
process.
got another plus C, are you kidding me?
I knew
My 2 points were.
Did I do? Oh my gosh, I did the derivative instead of the integral.